Hey everyone, and welcome to this week's Let's Try, where we'll be taking a look at Farthest Frontier from 2022. This Let's Try is going to be a bit different. This is a game I've personally been looking forward to for a long time, and therefore I thought I'd do an in-depth look at the game. What that means is that this week's Let's Try is basically going to last all week. We'll turn this one into a small 7-episode mini-series. So Let's Try episodes are usually games I haven't played before, but unfortunately due to some technical difficulties I've had to re-record this first episode. That does mean that I do have some knowledge of the game, but it's very limited. I only managed to play it for an hour. With that out of the way though, let's talk briefly about the game itself. Farthest Frontier was released on 9th of August in early access on Steam. It is the second game from the developer Crate Entertainment, who are also behind Grim Dawn, a game I personally hold in very high esteem. So I, for one, was immediately thrilled when I heard that one of the developers behind one of my favorite games was now trying their hands with one of my favorite genres, city management, and set in a time I highly enjoy as well. For those of you that are regulars on my channel, if this is a game you've been looking forward to as well, hopefully you'll enjoy this extended Let's Try, and if not, then know that in a week's time the schedule will return to normal. As previously mentioned, this is an early access game, so anything you see could be subject to change. Without any further ado though, my wait is finally over, so let's give Farthest Frontier a good long try. We will start a new settlement here. We're not going to continue the old one because I want to be able to show everything. And right off the bat we have a fairly simple setup here for a new game. We have 3 difficulties: easy, normal and hard, going from Pioneer, Trailblazer and Vanquisher. Each setting includes 4 different aspects that you'll be changing, including starting resources, which is basically what the resources you start with. It's fairly self-explanatory. Hunting and wildlife. This revolves around what kind of wildlife, and also I believe how much there will be. I'm not sure if it determines how many animals there will be, but it determines what kind of animals there will be. The easier it is, the more docile wildlife you'll have, such as deer. If it's on the higher difficulty, you'll have more aggressive ones like wolves and bears. Then we have hostile forces. It's basically it is what it is. It's hostile forces. Higher combat challenge results in larger, more frequent raids with tougher attacker types. In late stage towns on difficulties above Pioneer, invading armies can appear during tribute. So again, the higher the difficulty, the more you will see of that, and the bigger forces as well. The last one here is healthcare adversity. Rates of disease and injury scale up from reduced level to become more frequent. With proper hygiene and healthcare management though, most diseases can be avoided or significantly mitigated even on Vanquisher difficulty. You have 3 choices here, so you can basically say if you want to play on Pioneer, everything is on easy, normal, everything is on normal. But if you do want to customize this a bit more yourself, you could go advanced settings and choose every single thing here individually. So if you, for instance, do not like the raiders at all, you can plunk that down there. But you like battling wildlife, you can put that part of the game on Vanquisher. We are for now going to keep it on normal. You have a random name generator. You can also choose at least, or you can choose to write whatever you want yourself. We have map size, small, medium, large. If you do not want any hostilities at all, you have the option of going pacifist mode. What that does is basically disables raiding parties, invading armies and aggressive animals like wolves and bears. So everything is just pure peaceful. If you just want to focus on building your economy and your town, having a serene city, that is certainly an option for you. I think that's something I will also be playing in the future, but for now we'll see if we can't explore everything. We do have a terrain type as well. We are not going to be selecting random. We, at the moment of recording this video, we have 4, ranging from easy to difficult landscapes. We have the arid highlands, which is dry, desolate highlands with infertile soil, sparse pine barrens and wasteland, but rich in mineral deposits. This is a hard one. Then we have the alpine valleys. Northern mountain valleys, thick with conifer forest and interspersed with lakes and occasional meadows. This is a medium difficulty. We have another medium here in the plains, expansive plain land with fertile meadows, dry grassland and brush, but few forest and lower mineral resources. Then we have the last one, which is an easy one, lowland lakes, an idyllic setting of dense forests, lush meadows and lakes teeming with fish, easy environmental difficulty. The first time through I played on plains, and I have, granted it was my first time, I did have quite a few problems handling food. So I think for now, actually, we are gonna try out the lowland lakes here, just to give ourselves the highest chance of survival. And maybe if this game returns on my channel, we can try one of the other ones. But for now, let's see if we can't deal with the food situation a bit better. So let's get this underway.
Life can be harsh everywhere, but in the old world, there was no hope of it ever improving. When our crops failed, the ruling class would still collect the same share, leaving our children to starve. And if we had any coin to our name, the taxman would appear, demanding it for the crown. The nobles hid behind the safety of their walls and did nothing when raiders pillaged the outskirts of the city. And so, some of us decided that it was time to leave, that we'd rather take our chances in the wilderness, seeking the promise of a new land, than starve to death in our homeland. The journey wasn't easy. We lost many along the way. But this wild, unsettled land offers us the hope of a new start as the masters of our own destiny.
Okay, so here we are. It seems like story-wise we are a bunch of refugees fleeing horrible living conditions from greedy lords and whatnot, bandits, raiders. So we decided to run away to a different part of the country, maybe even another country, who knows, or a different state at least. I have no idea actually where we are. But our first objective here is the town center. We've finished scouting the surrounding area. Survey the land your villages have explored and choose a promising site to construct your town center. It's important to choose a location that's near the resources you'll need to build a successful settlement. Things like clay, iron ore, and potential food sources. Okay, let's see. Okay, we can't pause the game yet, so I'm gonna assume the time is not running. Let's see. So this, we have access to a large area at the moment. I don't know if this is the entire map that we can see at the moment. I'm not allowed to go any further south, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it stops there. Could just be that we can't move any further because we can't see it. But we will definitely want to settle somewhere around where we have a lot of resources. But let's see what we have up here. We have some herbs, we have some willow bush. We do have fish here, which is very nice. That's definitely something we want. We have some bird's nest for eggs. What else we have? We do have some hawthorn. We are on this side of the river. I wonder if we can probably wade across right here if we decided to build up here. What do we have up here? What is this? Oh, this is probably boars. Yeah, this is a bunch of boars. Okay. How about clay and iron, though? Not seeing much. What's going on there? We do have some iron over here. That's not too far away. We have a bit of iron there as well. Deer-sided, very nice, very nice. Ooh, what is this? Coal, okay. Mushroom cluster and some blueberry bushes. Okay, let's see. We have clay down here. We do have fish down here as well. You know, down here might not be too bad of an area. It's near deer as well. We have some willow bushes. We have clay. We have plenty of clay actually. We have coal up here, iron over here. You know, this seems like a very decent spot down here, to be honest. Did we have some fishing down here as well? No. Yes, I was sure I saw something right there. Good, good, good. You know what? This seems like a decent spot. Maybe like right around here in the middle of the forest here. Not too far away from the deer. Hopefully we're not gonna scare them off. Let's settle right here. Are you sure you want to place your town center at the location? Yes. Excellent. And I think this is where we get control. Okay, yep, here we go. So as we can see, our fog of vision here, our fog of war, is very much smaller than it was before. We have 12 people at the moment. They are all unhappy and they are all without a home. Up to the top here you'll see a pretty standard toolbar. We have different things that we can keep an eye out for. We have our food, we have happiness, how many villages we have and how many actually have a home, or how many houses we have available, beds I should say. And this is sickness, I would imagine. Sounds like it. We have our timetable here. That the whole bar here is basically 1 year, yielding from going from spring to summer to fall and to winter, and then starting over. And we have some basic resources up here. Down here we have our build menu. We have different tools available to us. We have a harvest, we have clear, we have some managed walls, flattened terrain. We can build roads, and we can set an exploration point, apparently. Okay. I haven't fiddled with too much of it yet, but what I did find last time that was very helpful was this screen right here, which some of you might recognize from games like Banished, and I believe Endzone, if I remember correctly, has had something similar as well. What it is basically a complete overview of how many villages you have and all the jobs you have available. We can see that we have 12. At the moment we have 12 laborers, which means we have 12 people that will do various tasks such as hauling, cutting down trees, and all sorts of stuff. If we, for instance, build a forager, we can take one of our people and make him a forager, which means, or her, which means that they will no longer be hauling, but they will completely focus on their job. We have builders as well. At the moment we have 0. I don't know how this works, if this is just a maximum amount of people that are allowed to build at any given time, as to always have people doing the hauling and stuff, but we'll see if we can figure out later on. For now though, let's unpause here and let's actually focus on building this thing. The tutorial is unfortunately not non-existent really. We do get these, which are alerts as to what is wrong with our settlement at the moment. Then they are certainly helpful, but the tutorial is unfortunately doesn't seem like to be in game yet. So we are basically left to our own here to try and figure out everything. For now, all our villages seems to be occupied with cutting down some trees, so we can build our town hall right here, which is very nice, or town center at least. I think that is required to even start building anything. Yep. Town center, we need to unlock to build some shelter. That is fine. I think there are some like basic quests so far to get us going. Otherwise, we are pretty much on our own here. Let's harvest some more stuff. Let's just get it underway here. And I think we can already start speeding it up just a tad here. And I think we can go ahead and build some dirt road as well. So far, I like what I see about what I have seen at least in the game. I like the graphics. I like the style of it. I like the music. But as I said, only played an hour, so not too far into it. I hope you were able to hear the intro as well. Unfortunately, there are no subtitles. I did lower the music though, because it seemed quite loud in the main menu, but at the moment it doesn't really. So let's up that again, because the music is really very nice. Okay, so we did manage to get ourselves a town center. Unfortunately, last game, as food was quite the issue, I think I want to focus on food quite early here, maybe even earlier than housing. So I think we are gonna go ahead and get a crop field going straight away. Okay, let's see here. So a crop field needs to be 5 by 5. Fertility is 71%. That's actually not too bad. Let's get that going straight away. Let's get some dirt road down here. The game does seem a bit laggy. It wasn't last time. Maybe it's the water, who knows. I am running on a GTX 970, so it is a bit of an older card. But hopefully we'll be okay here. I think it would be quite nice to get some houses down this road as well. So why don't we go ahead and do that straight away, since we do need the housing. Each house that I've found so far holds 4 beds. I don't know what it is for tier 2, but the beginning houses here hold 3. R is not rotate, it is tab. You're gonna see that a couple of times, I'm sure, as it was in the last game. Let's get 3 up and running. And the cows are at the moment in the middle of our housing, so let's move you over here. Okay, at the moment we have 28 logs. I was lightning right there. That's very nice. So from what I've found, there are no forester as is very normal in these games. So it seems oh, we are under attack by a wolf. Hopefully we'll be okay. Oh, we got very injured there, but we did survive. That is good. Okay, that is meat. I'm not sure if we have anyone that's gonna be grabbing that. We do have deer over here, so in this game, last game, I had a lot of troubles getting my hunter to work, which was partially why we had... Well, there's actually 2 pockets of deer here. That's very nice. I did have problems getting my hunter to work because I wasn't aware how it was actually functioning yet, and we didn't have any animals around, so I was guessing maybe that would just be small game in the forests, birds, hares maybe, but there really was nothing. But maybe we really just need these to have a hunter working. But it seems like now we should be able to get a hunter up and going. So let's actually build a hunter. We do have different options here, and it seems like we might not be running out of food this playthrough. So how it works is that if you build a hunter's cabin, he will basically have a working area that you can move around. So we don't have to build the hunter necessarily near. We don't have to build him right here, for instance, where we can see the yellow circle, because his working area can be moved around. Of course, having him closer by will lessen his travel time, so it is in our best interest to have him sort of nearby. So let's build him up here near the town center. Let's build the road out, and let's build it up here as well. We should probably also get a forager up and running. Have him I have them next to the hunter. How are we on wood? We are sort of okay-ish. Should harvest this right here. Actually, what we should get, I know that the people are gonna want some water, which is probably under what? It's not food production, resources. It's under resources apparently. Basic well. Let's get that one up and running right here in the middle. I think that sounds like a good idea. Right there, very nice. And as we can see, we have a farmer already. We can actually see that right here. Village professions. We have a farmer, 1 out of 1. We can't, unfortunately, assign more to it. And that was my problem last game, because they take a long time to prepare this. Maybe this will be up and running next year, maybe not. But it takes a long time to get this stuff up and to get this farm up and running. I did end up building another one. That meant we now had two farmers working on one field. So we were able to get that up and running a bit faster, but at the time I didn't know why there were suddenly 2 farmers out there. But that was also before I knew that this is already a working field. They are working it right now, even though it doesn't really say so. But she is a farmer, or he. July or Julie. I'm gonna assume that's a female. She looks female. Even though it says it's a build site, she's not actually a builder. She's a farmer, which was a bit misleading to me. Ooh, right. We need firewood. We definitely need firewood, so that's a resource as well. A firewood splitter. Let's get one of those. And they, as you can see, lower the desirability for nearby housing. So we definitely want them a bit out of the way. Okay, more people await word to join your settlement. Amass a 4-month supply of food and 6 houses. Okay, that shouldn't be too difficult, even though it actually was last game. Let's do that. Okay, so we want our splitter. Let's build him something like here. Then we can have a road going out from here as well. Can maybe have a row of buildings here. Okay. Oh, now you're standing in the middle of the well, my friend. Let's get you even further away. Let's move you over here. Okay, we can actually take a look here. We can see that the forager is up. They have a yellow circle around them. There's absolutely nothing within range that they can actually work at the moment. So we want to retarget building work radius. So we can move it over here where there is plenty of berries and mushrooms and what is this? Willow bushes. So they can go nuts out there. Once again, only 1 out of 1 here. But I think the firewood splitter is one of the first buildings we'll get access to where we can assign more than just the 1 worker to. Okay, summer is almost on in full here. We are losing food at the moment, but that's to be expected. You have a work radius as well. Okay, saving the game, that's fine. Let's put you out here where you have a ton of game to harvest, or to hunt, not harvest. Well, you will harvest as well, of course, but... And I think we will get a road out here. And then I think we'll actually try and build a fisherman's hut as well. Fishing shack. Okay, placed along water's edge, the fishing shack gives villagers a place to fish from. Choosing a prime location will increase fishing production. Okay. What does the blue things mean? Oh, you actually want to be much closer than I thought you do. Okay, that's fair, that's fair. Fishing areas 11, plus 30%. Fish count 800. Okay. 5. It seems like we can pretty much do fishing where we want. I wasn't aware. I thought we had to go for one of these. Maybe that's just an abundance of fish. 230% productivity. What about up here? Like 120, 170. Okay, it seems like it gives a production boost then, because up here there are more fishing areas, but the productivity is lower. So the shoals of fish gives a productivity bonus. Where was it? Did it go away? Strange. I know there are several things in the game already, like the hawthorn here or blueberry bush that only works during certain seasons, which makes sense, right? Maybe the fish is the same. I'm not sure though. I don't actually know. We still have the production bonus here, so let's go ahead and build it here. Seems like a good place. We don't want to destroy the natural resources around here, so we'll try and avoid that. Think this should be okay? Yeah, we can still house right here. Very nice. Maybe we could build a forager down here actually as well. That's probably a good idea. No, still not R. Okay. Hey, you know what? You could actually fit in quite well right there. I think that's a good spot. Yeah. Nice. Okay. This is coming along quite nicely. Let's see if we can get that extra bunch of villages. And all we need to do is build 3 more houses. I think... Let's just have 3 on the other side here. We can have a road going up here as well. Oh, this is starting to come along quite nicely, I think. We are actually producing food. This is already much better than last time. I think what we want to do... What was that? Ah, there was an arrow. Ooh, get it, get it. Boosh, nice. That was a pretty decent shot, if I do say so myself. Okay, food production. We do want a smokehouse, I believe. The smokehouse dries and cures meat and fish, greatly extended how long these foods keep before spoiling. A constant supply of firewood is needed to keep the smokehouse operational. Yes, and since we are both focusing on fishing and on hunting this time around, it also lowers desirability, so we will keep it a bit away. Unfortunately, this is quite a bit away from the fisherman's hut or fishing shack, but that's okay. We'll certainly survive. The farm is coming on nicely. It's probably not going to be next year either, but then hopefully soon. But it doesn't. I'm not too scared this time around because we have, even if we didn't have the deer, we have a fishery as well, so that's gonna help us. I didn't actually have any water at all last game, and I did choose the plains as well. I don't know if that is just how the plains function, or if it was just random that I didn't see any water at all. I love how the game looks though, and I'm hoping that the video will turn out just fine as well. That it's not too stuttering, because I would love to record this game. Ooh, it's back. New villager born. Ooh, nice. And 2 new villagers immigrated. Very nice. New villager born. Well, welcome Celsa. H1. Very nice. And who else can we welcome? We can welcome Wenlin and Olana. Okay. Age 37 and 39. And yeah, as a matter of fact, you can actually control your villagers if you want to. Don't know if you can tell them to do something, but you can control them. Maybe you can actually. No. But you can control them around. Okay, last house is going up. Fishery and forager down here, or fishing shack and forager just need wood. Firewood is low. Yep, and on that note, let's actually go ahead and grab another villager. Oh, Wenland, welcome to the settlement. You are now our woodcutter, or firewood cutter. And you do need logs. I'm not actually sure if they are gonna go and grab logs on their own from wherever they can, or we need to harvest those on our own manually. But in either case, it's not too big of an issue. We will go ahead and harvest that as well. And the houses is also somewhat different. We have, what, 2 different kinds so far? I think 2. 3, maybe. 3, actually. I think this is... We have the small one here. Then we have one with this one on the side. Or at the end of the house. And this one is on the side of the house. Yeah, so 3 so far, I think. Different kinds of houses. Which is really neat. They all seem to have... some of them have cook pots. They all have laundry, storage of food and water and what have you. There's a cart. A wheelbarrow, whatever you want to call it. Ooh, nice, our fishery is up. You hold one as well. That's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. One worker, I mean. Do you need water? Maybe you do. If you need to have a well as well down there, who knows? You have water as well. Maybe they all need water. Who knows? The well slowly produces buckets of water over time. Okay, and we can see we are in early fall, actually mid-autumn now. That was called fall, but whatever. How are we on rocks? We are fine on rocks. Oh, you need a lot of logs, so we definitely should be grabbing some logs here and there. We are already on it though. Let's grab a few more though. Okay, deer are an excellent source of meat, hides and tallow. In addition to being no danger to hunters, they are also timid animals and will move away from areas with consistent human presence. Yeah, that makes sense. We have 5 there, we have 5 here. I do wonder if they respawn. Set in a very meta way. I wonder if new deers are born. That's what I ought to say, but we could sort of have, you know, an area here in the middle that we just keep very naturey and just build along the coast here, maybe, and up here. Food stocks are low. Uh-oh. Finally, we are getting to low foods. I think we will give it some time as well to see if they can't keep up, because we have 4 food production buildings with a 5th on the way here in the field. So hopefully we'll be okay. And we can see now that all this is gray. That means that at the moment, in the current season, these are not able to be housed, or they are empty at least. That might actually just mean that they're empty. I'm not sure. I think maybe it's both. In either case, I think they also... no, hang on. Willow brush. We have a willow brush here as well. Okay, so that is because they're empty. Fair. It's because they're empty. I'm not sure if they go to 0 when they are in a... when we are in during a... what's it called? A season that it's not harvestable. We have some people coming in. They will make their way towards the town hall, and I think they might ask to join us. We should be... there goes 6 people have arrived at your village. They have plans to immigrate. Will you accept them into your village or turn them away? Now, we will accept them for now. That is a lot of people. And I think we probably... Ooh, there are 6 now. Okay, so they do actually repopulate. I think what we want to do is probably get more food production already. I think since we have 2, what do we call them? 2 clusters of deers down here, we can definitely sport another hunter. I'm thinking another farm is probably not a bad idea. You don't want to build too close to the deer. We can avoid it. Maybe something like around here. Fertility 70%, that's probably not too bad, to be honest. Impending blizzard, uh-oh. Temperatures are dropping as a severe winter storm approaches. Hopefully your town is well stocked with firewood, as colder temperatures require villagers to burn more wood. Heavy snow can cause damage to buildings. Okay. Let's hope that our firewood splinterers are on the job. Let's harvest more wood just to make sure that we actually have enough to get through winter. We only have 63 firewood at the moment, and that seems to me to be not a lot. Luckily, though, the seasons seem to go by fairly quickly. Ooh, a new villager is born. Welcome to Lincoln. Very nice. Okay, what we should be building or focusing on is advancing and unlocking more buildings. As we can see here, we have several tiers. We have access to tier 1. Some of the buildings are locked, meaning that they require other things other than just being tier 1. Uh-oh. And more people wish to join your settlement. A bustling market would help generate gold and attract new settlers to our growing town. Markets stock houses and generate gold based on okay, it's not because they stock houses, but they are helping to keep houses stocked with foods. Okay, I definitely misunderstood that. It sounded very weird. Markets stock houses and generate gold based on the number of houses in their work area. And that is actually a good point, because the market right here is something we have access to in tier 1, but we don't have access to it because we haven't built all the buildings required to unlock it. So we definitely need to work on that. I think maybe a... Uh-oh, there comes the blizzard. I think maybe a small graveyard here is not a bad idea. I think it needs to be 3 by 3. Yeah. Let's have it here. We probably are not gonna have too much other stuff right there anyway. Okay, it's still early winter and it's already snowing heavily. We can see the farms are disabled here during winter. 4 deers are left here. That's okay. 5 down there. Let's split the attention here. Let's have you focus on this one. And then have you focus on this one, in hopes of not thinning out one too much. I'm not sure if it's possible to eradicate a group of deer if we hunt them too heavily. And there we go. We can see that the firewood is going in the buildings. We have 49 left. That is not a lot. Why are you not working, my friends? I need you to work. Looks like no one is working during winter. Maybe it's just too cold, that's fair. We have 3 food left, which is a bit worrying here. Let's go ahead and speed it up. Oh, there we go. At least the blizzard is over. Meaning, looks like we are gonna go out for a bit and do some work. That would be very nice. Or are you just grabbing firewood from the cart? I think that's the only reason you're gonna go outside at the moment. Looks like it anyway. 33 left. We are halfway through winter. Should be okay. We should be okay. Don't remember if I was actually saying something. Food stocks are low. Yep, that they are indeed, but we are working on it. Excuse me. Okay. So you are not... You also have the work area though, which is very nice. So we can actually move you as well. So you don't... Again, you don't need to be near just the work area. We can actually up his efficiency a bit by moving it just slightly. And there we go. People are finally warm and good to work a bit. That's very nice. They still do not work on farms during winter here, but that's all right. You know, I do kind of like how this settlement is coming along at the moment. We have only 2 open beds at the moment, or 2 free beds. So I think it's probably a good idea to get a couple of houses going. We can have... Let's have a road on this side. Okay, can I clear... Salvage. Sure, I don't think it costs anything to have or to build a road, but I wanted another house there, and then we can build the road up and over like that. Yes. Okay. Okay, let's see. Winter is almost over, which is very nice. Firewood is starting to be made again. How are you doing? You have 4 left and 5 here. That's very nice. New year, year number 2. Okay. And we can actually see now we have 2 farmers because we have 2 farms, and they're actually both working on the same one. For some reason they're both working on the same one. I'm not sure why. And here we go with the fishing. Very nice. Olana, our fisher. We can actually see them jumping around over here. Wink. You caught 6 fish so far. That's very nice. I love how I just love how the graphics, how it looks. It really seems like a very, very cozy game. So I could easily see myself playing this in pacifist mode and just, you know, complete relaxation. Hopefully not too stressful, making all my citizens happy. And 12 fish now, very nice. Do have 3 foods left. Hopefully our foragers will start foraging soon as well. At least to find something. I don't know how much we need to be on it to move this around. At the moment you actually don't have anything you can collect. We could do something like this. That'll entail this down here. I don't know if this is food. Flexible stalks that can be collected by foragers and used to weave baskets. Okay, so this is not food. Let's actually set an exploration point down here just for fun. Over here as well. Okay, we are exploring by our forager. I think it's actually exploring. It's very nice. We do have some eggs over here. What about you? What are you foraging at the moment? Okay, you have herbs, willows. I think these are once again... Herbs grow seasonally and can be harvested by forager for use in treating illness as an ingredient for soap and medicine. Yeah, you are not housing anything edible yet as well, or either. We do have a lot of fish and meat, so that's very nice. And it looks like we are almost ready with the farm here. Almost ready with the farm. You have a lot of fish and you have a lot of smoked fish. That's very nice. You're actually smoking everything. Yeah, smoked meat and smoked fish. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That is awesome. Hopefully this number will be sort of steady. How are we doing here? 5 and... Ooh. Okay, dude, you need to calm down. You need to calm down. Don't hunt the last one. I'm not sure. Maybe it's already too late. I don't know if they respawn. Now we only have the one. Well, maybe that's maybe the icons say something. Because this one doesn't say anything anymore. Ooh, and our farm is done. And now we can actually get to... We'll pause here and take a quick look at the crops. This this line right here shows where we are season-wise and what can be planted, what we can plant. Down here we have the soil mixture, and all of these things will require will have a specific soil mixture that is good for them. They also have a different size of icon. This is how long it takes to plant it and grow and harvest. So what it means is, I think we have up until here, until winter maybe. I don't think anything will be anything can be grown in the last bit here. But as you can see, that's how much it takes on the bar here. So for instance, if I wanted to grow beans, I could have 2 harvests per season. But if I instead wanted to grow turnips, I could have 3 harvests for a season. So it is about trying to find a way, also with the soil quality, to find something that goes well together and have as little wasted time as possible. So 3 turnips, for instance, that's honestly not horrible. Let's see where we are at though, because you can see with the turnips, they have a fertility dependence of 6, meaning they are sort of up here, and this is where our fertility is at the moment. So we want to find something that needs that doesn't have as high one. For instance, peas. You can see they're actually quite nice. Soil bonus 10%, so that's not bad at all with peas. And we want something that we can eat more or less straight away at the moment, which we can with peas. Turnips as well, carrots, I would imagine. Stuff like, we have flax and we have wheat, they need to be turned into something. Same with buckwheat and rye, not something we just eat straight off the bat. What else we have? We have leek, that has a high crop dependence. We have clovers as well. Can be grown to replenish soil fertility in a field. That might not be too bad to have one of you. Can we have? No, we cannot. I don't want you anyway. I was thinking 2 peas and a clover. No, actually we cannot. Okay. Let's see. I think... Setting farmers to perform field maintenance instead of growing crops provides a chance to reduce weed levels and remove rocks from fields. Okay, can we do something like... Well, we can do something like that. You know, that's probably not too bad. Let's see how that works. Let's see how that works. We can change the fertility of the crop field here by adding sand or clay. We don't have access to sand at the moment, and thinking about it, I didn't actually see any deposits nearby. So for now, we have to just deal with what we have here for how it is. I'm not sure. Maybe we could plant some clovers. and try to improve the soil here, but I'm not sure how that works. That's something we could maybe try when the other field is up and running here. But this should be okay. I'm not sure if they're gonna do anything right now. Are they though? Looks like they are. Looks like they're not. Okay, they changed their minds. That's fair, that's fair. This storage is empty, that is fine. You are back to that. That is probably not too bad. Let's actually move you maybe like down here. We don't want to build anything else down there. And I'm thinking we will build a stockyard, because a stockyard is something that gives access to other buildings. So let's build you here, sort of in the middle, and let's have a... let's not have a road. We could build something here as well. There could be room for a 2x3 building. Houses are 3x3, yep. We have a graveyard. Oh, okay, it's slightly in the water. That's okay. That's okay. Just don't bury old grandpa out there. We could have a lookout tower. The lookout tower defends the surrounding area against hostile threats. It must be manned by guards who do extra damage when attacking from this high vantage point. It has a monthly cost, and it costs something we don't have. It looks like, I don't know what it is. It's up here. Gold. Okay, it costs gold. Predator sighted. Uh-oh. We have a wolf. Oh, he has a sword. Wow, he took that out on his own. Nicely done. Ooh, now we have 4. Nice. They do sort of respawn. Okay, that's very nice, that's very nice. You can go away. Let's move you back then, so we don't kill the other one. Hopefully they're gonna start planting this one when the time comes. What was I looking for? I was looking for maybe a building down there. What about some decorations, actually? Yeah, let's do some decorations. We cannot do a 3x3. What else can we do? We could do a garden trail. Yeah, you know what? We could do a garden trail. That's gonna hit all of them. Do we have something that's 3x3 though? What about you? Oh, you cost... Do you all cost gold? No, small garden does not. That's a medium garden and a garden trail. You do, okay. Okay, you know what, guys? I think it looks like we don't have much of a choice. A small garden it is. Okay, that was... Seems like kind of a waste. Let's build one there, why not? We can't even afford it. You know what? That's fine. Oh my god, 3 new villages immigrated. Okay, I'm thinking... I'm starting to see the pattern here with immigration that they arrive if we have free spacing. I think if I remember right, banished was the same. If you didn't have any room, nothing, no villages would be born. But if you had room, then they would be there instantly. And we are planting. We have what I'm gonna assume tons of weeds. My dear lord, you guys need to take care of this stuff. That's intense. Okay. But the estimated yield is like 140, 139 to be a specific piece. So that's something, I think. That's something. Well, they continue work over here. That's very nice. That's very nice. This building storage is full. That's good because we have the storage up over here. And that should unlock a couple of buildings. We have the dirt road, we have a fenced gate. We don't need any of this at the moment, though. What else we got access to now, though? We do have access to a saw pit. I'm gonna guess that they are not gonna be happy to live near that. Yep, you have 2 roads exit. Okay. So a saw pit is probably our next goal here. How much? We have 13 luck available. We can get a tannery, a cobble shop, a Fletcher building, basket shop, and a compost yard. Can we even get something like... Yeah, you get that deer. Can we even get something like a forester? Not sure if we are gonna run out of wood or not, or we are sort of supposed to be trading for it. But I'm always slightly scared when it comes to finite resources. But we should be okay. I think we should be okay. Let's go ahead, and I know I would like to avoid to destroy natural resources like nuts and berries and coal and stuff like that. So let's try to avoid it. Let's try and get something like that, because then we can maybe build a... no, that's too close. We'll probably build it over here, something like that. It's very close to the deer though. Maybe we'll build a road out something like this. And then build it out here. What does this mean? 3 crops eaten by wildlife. Goddamn deers. What does this mean though? This field has empty crop seasons. Yeah, that's fine though, right? I'm gonna assume you're just gonna go for the same one, but who knows? I guess we'll get to see. That's why we're here. Okay, I am gonna start thinking about putting a cut in here. This is the length of the episode you can expect for the next week here, because I want to give it a good long try, and so far I'm really enjoying this game, and I really want to play it. I did want to ask, however, so to those of you at least that do watch my Let's Try videos, I always make a point of saying how much I value not having touched it beforehand. So it's completely new to me. So I'll be experiencing everything new and completely unknowns to me. What do you think about that? Is it an absolutely horrible idea? Would you prefer something like this, for instance, where an happy accident, where I actually do have slight bit of knowledge about it? At least I have checked it out. Or do you not care either way? Let me know in the comments, and let me know what you think about the idea of this focused week. I know some of you have already expressed the idea even before I made anything public. So I know some of you at least would enjoy. Uh-oh, what is going on down here? My crops are being slaughtered. But yeah, let me know what you think about it, and yeah, let me know what you think about the game as well. Have you tried it? Does this look like something you want to try? But yeah, for now, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and to see you for the next one. Until then, take care.